So all in all, my net worth is... Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm first of all going to be revealing my net worth as a 13-year-old entrepreneur, and I'm also going to be revealing some of my investing plans and strategies for the future, along some of my financial goals for the next couple of years. So I just want to get straight into the video and tell you exactly what my net worth is. So to find this net worth, I've added up all my values and subtracted my debt. And a quick disclaimer, I haven't actually got any debt. So when it comes to the money that I just have laying on my bank account, I have around $14,150. And it also needs to be said that all this money is money that I've worked for and earned myself. So that is just a quick note so that people don't get mad at me for that. Other than that, I have $1,874 worth of things, the value that I have kind of calculated out of those. All my more expensive things that I've bought, and that is kind of just added up to that number. All in all, that equates to around $16,000. So that means that my net worth right now as a 13-year-old is $16,000. And well, you might think that that's a lot, or you might think that is not that much, but either way, all this money is money that I've worked hard for, and I want to be kind of getting into some different investing things here on the channel. So if you don't know it already, then your money that is just inside a bank account is decreasing in value / buying power with 2 to 4% annually. So every year your money is decreasing 2 to 4% in value, and that is why I want to get into investing. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I'm kind of trying to get my head around all this investing, because there's a lot of things that you need to know before investing. And you know, I've just been watching YouTube videos on how to do this and that, and the thing that I am planning to do with my investments in the future, I want to be investing my money into index funds, because that is a very low risk thing, and there's index funds for all kinds of things. Index fund that tracks the 500 biggest companies in the US, and index funds that tracks the whole global economy. So if you think that the world economy is going to go up, then you might as well just invest some of your money, because the last 200 to 300 years the market has grown 7 to 8% annually. So what that means, if you hold your money for 1 year, it theoretically will be worth 7% more. But of course, you can never trust the stock market. It could go up the first year and then down the next year, and you don't really know. Nobody can really tell what is going to happen tomorrow. That is also why investors say that a good rule of thumb is to, when you are investing in an index fund or something that you are going to hold long term, then at least hold it for 5 to 10 years. And you might as well just hold it until 30 years if you don't need the money. Kind of the idea behind investing in these funds is that you can just every single month or every third month, you can put some money aside for investing. Don't buy into funds if you're planning to buy a property or a car in the near future, because you will need to hold your money for like 5 to 10 years before you can be sure to see the 7% annual growth that I just talked about. And my idea for investing is to invest 90% of my money into index funds, and then just so I have a little bit of money, and I don't invest 100% if I need to buy some kind of new computer or something for school. I can only do this because I'm living at home right now and I haven't got any expenses for food or rent or anything. My parents are basically paying for all of that. If you aren't living with your parents, then you of course only need to invest the money that you won't be using. And a good rule of thumb is that you only invest the money that you can afford to lose. Of course, you're not just going to invest into an index fund and then lose all your money the next day, because you still have the shares in the company or the index fund that you have invested in. And theoretically, you haven't actually lost or gained any money before you sell the stock, because it's just the value of your share in the company that goes up and down. And that is why it's only when you sell your stocks that you actually get to keep the profit or of course lose if your stock has went down. But my advice to anybody who wants to start investing is make an account on Robinhood or Webull, or invest through your bank. You can do that as well. And then every month, the money that you normally would have put into your savings account, you just invest that instead. Because as I said earlier, every single year your money is declining in buying power by 2 to 4%. And of course you do not want your money to get worth less by just sitting in a savings account. Of course, if you have your money in like a high interest savings account, then you should not take them out of there. Just let your money grow until you really need to have the money. So if I invested all the money that I have on hand right now, around $14,150, in 10 years with a 7% annual growth, we would be looking at around $24,000 and around $10,000 in just growth of our money. And that is without considering the fact that if I invested in a fund that pays dividends. Dividends is some money that some companies pays out to their shareholders to kind of just say thank you for their money. And the amount varies from stock to stock, but you can easily find a fund which has 3 to 5% annual dividends. That means that they pay you 3 to 5% of your investment annually. For me, with the $14,000 at a 4% annual dividends payment, that would equate to just under $600 a year. And you can also reinvest that dividends and then get even more dividends the next year. And some people live off of this dividends. If they have invested in enough dividends yielding stocks, then they can actually just live off of their investments because they can choose between different companies paying out dividends on different dates, and then they can basically make a living off of their investments. And that could be very interesting to look into in the future. I would definitely be interested in living that kind of way, because who honestly wouldn't mind living off of your own investments? That would be very nice. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new, or at least you learned something new about me and my net worth and how I'm going to be investing in the future. I hope you are interested in investing as much as I am, because I'm definitely going to make more videos about investing. And also, when I just secure the investment, I'm going to make some videos about what exactly I invested in and my investing strategy and all sorts of stuff. So if you're excited for that, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.